Breaking news in Baraboo this morning, where people are being told to shelter in place, the area to avoid, and who police are looking for right now.
And this morning we recap of Vice President Kamala Harris's visit to Wisconsin as she begins campaigning for the presidency.
And why Sauk County could be the county to watch this election year, the role it's played in previous presidential elections. Thanks for tuning in this morning to News 3 Now This Morning, folks. On a busy Wednesday, I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Lee. Thanks for waking up with us.
All right, let's get to meteorologist Savannah Brito on the patio this morning. We do have a crash she's also keeping an eye on 39 near DeForest, where we have a couple of lanes blocked. Hey.
Yeah, hey guys, we'll keep update with the first warn traffic. Also, temperatures out there and humidity levels, those are a little high this morning. We're at 65 right now in Madison, still hanging under thick clouds. I don't think that'll change much until we get to the afternoon. We do have a lot of clouds around the area and even some showers, mainly southwest of Madison. I don't think that'll affect most of southern Wisconsin. Northern Illinois has a better chance of showers, specifically down near that Illinois-Wisconsin border. But most temperatures out there, lower to mid 60s. Dew point's not far behind that, but we'll see temperatures a little bit cooler than yesterday and about 5 degrees below average. Only warming for the most part mid to upper 70s by the afternoon. That'll be the cooler day to look out for. We'll see temperatures rise though as early as tomorrow, more specifically into the weekend. That's when heat's going to return. Sunday, the hotter day, and probably the day to stay inside. Storm chances are going to return with the heat and humidity building as well. We'll talk about the chances that we'll see on Sunday and also how high temperatures are going to be. That's all coming up a little later.
All right, Savannah, talk to you then. Let's get back to our breaking news in Baraboo this morning, where law enforcement there are looking for a suspect who they say shot at officers after running from a traffic stop.
And there is a shelter in place for some people in Baraboo. This has been ongoing for several hours now. Our Josh Sprider is out live at the scene with more. What's the latest?
Hey, good morning, guys. So we're right here on 113, also considered Water Street here in Baraboo. So to give you an idea of where we are, Circus World is behind the camera, Sauk County Fairgrounds just to the north of us. So this is the area right now that police are canvassing for this man. We have a look at the suspect that police consider armed and dangerous at this hour. He is 32-year-old Jeffrey Edward Miller. This all started around 11 o'clock last night in Sauk Prairie when police tried to stop him for intoxicated driving, or what they appeared to see as intoxicated driving. When that man fled police, he later was found on 113 by Sauk County deputies who tried to stop him again. That's when he crashed his vehicle, later firing at deputies, hitting one of those deputies who were told has a minor injury at this hour, and ran into the woods nearby. And that is the area that they are canvassing at this hour. We don't have any updates on if they know whereabout this man is in the woods, if they found him at this time, but we do know that the road is still blocked off here at 113, so this still is active investigation, and we will be following all the way through this morning. So if you are coming through on 113 through the city of Baraboo this morning, just know you're going to have to route around this. We don't have any updates on just how long this road will be shut down, but you can stay with News 3 Now and, of course, channel3000.com. We were the first to bring you that push alert overnight, guys, when this all started happening in the early morning hours.
All right, the community safety in jeopardy. Josh Sprider with the latest. Josh, thank you.
And again, as Josh mentioned, we did push out this information as we found out and as we are learning more. So please be sure to download the Channel 3000 mobile app. You can download that app to receive updates as this situation progresses. Now on to campaign 2024 news. Vice President Kamala Harris is now on the campaign trail as a presidential candidate.
She made her first stop in Wisconsin yesterday. It came just 2 days after President Biden endorsed her following his announcement to withdraw from the race. Vice President spoke at West Allis High School, not too far from Milwaukee, which just hosted the Republican National Convention last week. Harris attempted to contrast herself and her platform to that of former President Donald Trump, who accepted his party's nomination at the convention.
This campaign is not just about us versus Donald Trump. This campaign is about who we fight for. A future where no child has to grow up in poverty. Where every worker has the freedom to join a union.
Thousands of people attended the rally. One Madison school teacher who spoke before the vice president looked to echo the new energy.
She's fighting for our future. We're fighting to not go back. We don't need to go back. we're moving forward. You know, we've tried things, those policies aren't working anymore. We're moving forward to new policies, and she's the one who's going to do it for us.
According to a new AP survey, Harris does have enough support of party delegates to earn the nomination. They still have to formally vote for her, though. That vote will take place either at the party's convention in Chicago next month or in a virtual roll call before then.
Meanwhile, happening tonight, President Biden will deliver a national address on his decision to drop out of the 2024 race. As mentioned, the announcement of the primetime speech comes after he suspended his re-election bid on Sunday. Biden has endorsed Vice President Harris to take his place. We will have live coverage of the address tonight starting at 7. It will be right here on News 3 Now. And the eyes of the nation are on Wisconsin this election. In the past 4 presidential elections, Wisconsin has voted for the eventual winning candidate. The same is true for Sauk County. Some say there's a connection. Jerry Helmer, chairman of the Republican Party of Sauk County, calls Sauk County a bellwether, often indicating where the state as a whole will fall in an election. He says this year that trend will be more telling than ever.
And it tends the way Sauk County goes, so goes the state. And typically, so goes the country. But there are a lot of people that don't vote, that don't care, they don't pay attention. And what has happened with all of the events lately, we're going to see these people voting.
As for how Sauk County turned purple in the first place, the rural community's proximity to Dane County brings longtime Republicans and loyal Democrats together in one municipality.
Madison College is set to receive more than $300,000 in grants to further the biohealth tech industry in the state. It's part of the federal CHIPS and Science Act passed in 2023. Wisconsin was one of 31 regions picked for tech hubs. Madison College is one of 15 members throughout the state selected to help in that effort. It's projected to have a massive impact here in southern Wisconsin in the years to come.
They project within the next decade, so over the next 10 years, again, a little bit beyond that 5-year grant period, 30,000 quality jobs will be created directly in the biohealth sector, and then up to another 100,000 jobs in like indirect and adjacent industries.
Thomas says they expect to have staff hired in the hub running at the college this fall.
And the Madison Metropolitan School District is reporting a record number of students taking advanced placement exams. They say more than 1,800 students took over 3,800 exams in May. Those were increases of 12% and 19% respectively from 2023. Just over 3/4 of exams resulted in a passing score. These exams serve as a culmination to college-level courses offered in high school. Students can earn college credits if they pass. The start of the school year is just a few weeks away for students across the state.
Parents should be prepared to spend a little bit more on school supplies this year. The National Retail Federation estimates that families with kids in K through 12 are going to spend on average $874 this year. That's for school supplies, clothes, and electronics. And for college students, that average is over $1,300 now. We found some advice on how families can save.
We know that discount stores have certainly carried a larger variety of school supplies, and as consumers are looking for value these days, that is another top destination for them.
A lot of those big box retailers are going to offer discounts at the end of July, so if you're looking to save a few bucks this year, start early. Yeah, those lists went out for us a couple of weeks ago, and we've already started checking off some of those items.
List.
Yeah, it is long, and when you got 4 of them in school, we'll have 4 kids in school this year in elementary school, so it's just crazy to think. But yeah, get going early. It's going to be here before you know it.
Yes, it sneaks up on you, it seems like, very quickly.
Cherish these years where you don't have to do the back-to-school shopping while
Yes.
they're still little.
Say not for long, though, not for long.
Not for long.
Yes. All right, let's check in with Savannah. What's coming up?
Guys, temperatures right now not bad, but we will start to see overnight lows and dew points get to uncomfortable levels. When that's the case, I'll have that coming up.
Also ahead, hear what the Badgers had to say at Big Ten Media Days. That's coming up in your morning sports.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, lease a new Tacoma for $319 a month or get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Need inspiration? Shop Pick and Save. For over 30,000 mouth-watering choices, plus savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Pick and Save is worth it every time. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Are you happy with your lawn? At Natural Lawn of America, we believe a healthy, safer lawn is closer than you think. Our trained technicians will help your lawn build natural defense against weeds and pests. In addition to fertilizing and weed control, we offer core aeration and overseeding, with our proprietary blend strengthening your lawn, bringing air to the root soil and naturally crowding out weeds. Natural Lawn of America, your direct route to a healthier lawn, safer lawn care naturally. Call today for a free quote.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Accept the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
It's a doubleheader of action with Nightmare Softball and Mallards Baseball Friday, July 26th. Then stick around for a fabulous low-decibel fireworks display on Military Appreciation Night. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of the Madison Mallards and Nightmare Softball.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We're back at 6:12 with an update to breaking news this morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Josh Spreiter, live in Baraboo, where police are searching for an armed man who shot at deputies after a traffic stop earlier. Just within the last 10 minutes, they have reopened Highway 113, also Water Street here in Baraboo. But that suspect is still not in custody at this hour. This has been an ongoing investigation now for around 7 hours. But police opening up the road just in time for the morning commute. But again, that suspect is not in custody, is considered armed and dangerous. And Chris and Kyron, you guys have more information on that suspect.
Yes, we do, Josh. Thank you so much. That suspect has been identified by police as Jeffrey Edward Miller, who is 32 years old. Police say Miller has ties to the Sauk and Juneau counties. According to police, he engaged officers in a chase late last night and fired shots at the officers. One officer has minor injuries as a result.
Yeah, because he is a threat to the public, we are naming and getting his picture out there, hoping that authorities can find him and the public can avoid him. Well, I have an update from Josh and our crew at the scene here as soon as they can gather some more information. All right, I want to give you an update on the ongoing network issues affecting airlines. Delta Airlines meltdown, we now know, involves more than 500,000 passengers. That is not counting earlier issues with other carriers. Experts have advice on what to do if you have been or think you might have become caught up in this mess. First, they want you to recognize the situation's ongoing. Delta says operations might not be back to normal, though, until the end of the week. Second, you should save all your receipts and travel and other expenses incurred as a result of the delays.
When an airline cancels or significantly delays a flight, you are entitled to a refund, not just a travel credit or a voucher.
The Department of Transportation also asked customers to notify them if an airline does not reimburse for unused airfare. That's because it's a federal requirement to do so. So far this morning at Dane County Regional, there are a few delays and one canceled American Airlines flight. That flight is for Dallas-Fort Worth.
Checking in now with meteorologist Savannah Burrito, who is here with your First Warn weather. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Temperatures out there a little bit cooler than yesterday, but not as cool as what we'll see the next couple of nights. In fact, this evening temperatures fall into the upper 50s. That'll be the case tomorrow night as well before we get back to a little bit more of an uncomfortable weather pattern. 64 in Mount Horeb, 65 in Madison, 68 in Edgerton, 66 in Deerfield. Temperatures pretty much all across southern Wisconsin, lower to mid 60s. A few areas though are warmer than that. 68 in Janesville, 67 in Milwaukee. Black River Falls only at 53 though this morning. Dew points are not bad this morning. It's a little muggy outside. Most of our dew points are in the lower 60s, but we'll see those really climb Sunday into Monday. That's when we could start to see 70-degree dew points again. So the heat and humidity building, daily storm chances are going to return with that. Any morning showers are going to stay southwest of Madison. Pretty much by the afternoon and evening, I think we'll see a couple of isolated to spotty and scattered showers and storms develop. That's mainly going to be south and also west of Madison. Best chance is going to be down near the Illinois-Wisconsin border. Northern Illinois has the better chance of seeing showers later this afternoon into the evening. The next couple of days dry. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are going to be the better days to get outside. Through the evening for concerts on the square, though, expect a mild night. Temperatures are going to fall. We'll only reach the upper 70s this afternoon, about 5 degrees below average, and then falling through the overnight hours will already be down to 66 as we're heading into 11 p.m., almost the midnight hour early tomorrow morning. Still expect hazy skies as well, moderate to heavy levels of smoke. You see those oranges across southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois. That sticks around, so we will see that smoke or hazy look to our skies at least through today. I think that'll last into tomorrow. Over the Great Plains, you can see that really setting up camp. That's been the last couple of days. I think that's going to stick around for us too. Like I mentioned, at least the next couple of days. Temperatures are going to warm over the weekend, though. The next couple of days, mainly today and tomorrow, a little bit cooler than normal. By Friday, we're back to average 85 Saturday, almost 90 on Sunday. So the heat's going to stick around for early to midweek next week. Those are the best days that will track some stronger showers and storms potentially.
Still more than a month away from Badger football kicking off the season, but we got a treat yesterday because it's Big Ten Media Day in Indianapolis for the Badgers. We sent our Andrew Bannister south to hear more from a Wisconsin team that's looking for redemption this fall.
I don't need to remind you that year one of the Luke Fickell era at Wisconsin did not go to plan. But it's that very same 7-6 result from last season that is fueling them into year two. They know how they respond to adversity, and they're hungry to prove themselves.
It's certainly a motivation. I mean, this is the last chance. And like I said, I want to leave everything out there. I don't want to leave anything left on the plate. And, you know, when you're younger, you kind of have this feeling that you have time. But, you know, that feeling's not there. You know, this is it. So that really is in the back of my mind every day when I wake up.
It hurts, right? It's a painful experience, but you kind of grow through pain, right? You grow through those adverse situations, and now we truly have a gauge on, you know, how are we going to handle something? If something doesn't go right, how are we going to handle it, right? And now people truly have an attack mindset, right? We always talk about, you know, don't be the victim. We're not trying to be another victim this year.
Every single guy takes a job and expects to win and knows and believes that they can do it, where everybody else outside would say, oh, they can't win at that place. We can't. The pressure is the pressure. You know, us trying to alleviate pressure even to our own kids, I don't know that that's the right thing, right? I mean, let's teach ourselves and let's learn to deal with it, adapt it with it, create the courage it takes to overcome those fears and those pressures, because that's what life is all about. And I don't know that there's anything that can increase the pressure in college football. And, you know, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Wisconsin's had a winning tradition for as long as I can remember. And since I've been in Madison, it hasn't been, you know, what I expected and what I expect from the team. So coming into this year, I'm excited. I didn't want to go out that way. And I know what we have in terms of personnel. I know that we have a great coaching staff, so there's a lot of excitement for me and for the guys around me coming into this year because I think we can make it special, and I think we can make, some things happen. So now it's just, let's get into the season and make it happen.
And as for who the starting quarterback will be for this Hungry Badgers team, Luke Fickell said with a laugh, we'll probably never announce to you who our starting quarterback is. So I guess for now, we just wait and see. At Big Ten Media Days in Indianapolis, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
Thanks, Andrew. A reminder, folks, tonight is Concerts on the Square. Tonight, they're going to feature a performance from violinist Suzanne Bea and the Canopy Dance Company. And join us because we're all going to be out there tonight. Savannah, Kyran, and I, we're all going to be there right on the Capitol Square, talking to the crowd, doing some live broadcasting and everything. As always, concerts begin at 7. You can start laying your blankets down at 3 o'clock.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing the community, so please come say hi.
Everybody's in such a good mood when they're down at Concerts on the Square, too. Everybody's happy to be there. You've got great food, wonderful music, world-class music. I can't tell you how good the music is, and Madison's culinary scene gets a chance to show off, too.
Yes, I'm excited to eat good tonight. Yeah.
Don't make any dinner plans. That's going to be your dinner plans.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, but still ahead, a new world record holder who overcame incredible odds.
And coming up in our next half hour, the city of Madison plans to measure air pollution and what it hopes to accomplish with that information. And we're going to continue checking in with our crew in Baraboo on the search for an armed and dangerous man that prompted a shelter-in-place order. We're back with more News 3 Now this morning right after this.
First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, and dirt are settling deep into your carpet fibers. Stanley Steamer removes the dirt you see and the dirt you don't. Your carpets aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Don't burn up your money on high energy bills. Get new energy efficient windows from Champion. Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Watch this. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. The problem will disappear before your eyes with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Plexiderm trial. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, lease a new Corolla Cross for $299 a month, or lease a 2024 RAV4 for $329 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
The savings are sizzling with items under $3 all week long at Hy-Vee. That's right, under $3. Get fresh meat for the grill and the freshest produce around for under $3. Cool down with sweet treats the whole family will love for under $3. Pack your pantry and save on staples for under $3. Get these great deals and more all week long, only at Hy-Vee.
Hi, I'm Fiona Rataj with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. Here are 3 things to know. Make sure you are registered to vote at your current address. You can check or register at myvote.wi.gov. If you do not have a Wisconsin driver's license or state ID, you can register to vote with your municipal clerk by completing the registration form on MyVote. Absentee ballots must be requested.
3 things to know. Part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
Get peace of mind with your annual Stanley Steamer dryer vent cleaning. We remove lint buildup to reduce the risk of fire and extend the life of your dryer. Plus, your clothes will dry faster too. Your dryer vent isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer clean.
Gets your home cleaner.
6:24 on your Wednesday morning. We've been asking you to share your morning with us. Take a look here. This
nice.
photo from a fan fave, Gwen. We love it.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Oh,
That's my favorite part of the morning.
Such a nice shot. Gwen, thank you as always. Appreciate it.
Yes.
So Snoop Dogg is gearing up for his Summer Olympics debut. He's going to carry the Olympic flame to its final stop in the town of Saint Denis before reaching the Eiffel Tower. That's right, Snoop Dogg. He's also slated to report on the games as part of NBC Universal's Olympic primetime coverage. He posted online a photo of himself with the caption, "Are you ready, Paris 2024 Olympics? You dig?" The opening ceremony of the games is already this Friday. Coming up real quick here.
Yeah, this will definitely be entertaining.
Yeah, going to get people to tune in, I think, for sure.
Yes.
Well, check out this new record breaker. Kanya Sesser, she just set the world record for the longest handstand on a skateboard for a female. Guinness confirmed she did it for nearly 20 seconds. Sesser's been skating since she was 9 years old. She discovered her love of skateboarding in high school.
When I'm on a skateboard, I don't feel trapped. I feel free. And I live my life through my skateboard. Because skateboarding and the skateboard is just part of me. It's like part of my legs.
Her story is even more remarkable, too. She was abandoned as an infant in Thailand and then found by someone passing by. She grew up in Portland, Oregon, where she's gone on to compete in the X Games and the Dew Tour.
So there's no limits to what you can do.
Oh my gosh.
Story's so
like she's proving it right here.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Breaking records, beating all the odds. Love it.
I love it. And her energy and her positivity, it's all inspiring.
Absolutely. It'll be a nice night for concerts on the square, though, guys. We'll all be out there, not going to be dealing with showers. The better chance is going to be south of here. Temperatures stay very comfortable. It might be a little muggy and hazy, but that's about all we have to complain about.
Hey, not too bad at all. All right, stick around. We're going to have an update from Baraboo on the search for an armed and dangerous man right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Not everyone knows us, but in southern Wisconsin, Illinois, and eastern Indiana, we are famous in our field. As a Sloan's technician, customer service is our specialty, whether you come to see us or we come to you. We are in the business of supporting your business, and we are highly trained to work on your John Deere equipment. At Sloan's, our loyalty lies with you. We depend on you, and we are proud to serve you. When it comes to service, you can count on us. Remember, think Sloan's first.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get 1.9% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $5,750 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
If your windows are leaky and drafty, it's possible they weren't installed properly. Many installers lack proper training, and shoddy installation leaves your home vulnerable to extreme weather. At Next Door & Window, we're reinventing window installation. Our approach ensures your windows are sealed tight and energy efficient. And your windows and doors will be installed by certified experts who treat your home as if it was their own. When you demand tomorrow's comfort, Next delivers. Visit nextwindow.com to learn more.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
You'll soon vote on two misleading constitutional amendments. They're designed to trick voters into eliminating checks and balances in our government. It's a power grab to give the MAGA politicians in the legislature the sole power to distribute emergency funding. They gerrymander, deny elections, and push abortion bans. Don't give MAGA politicians the sole power. Vote no to questions 1 and 2.
Breaking news in Baraboo, where police say an armed and dangerous man is on the loose. The neighborhoods to avoid.
Plus, one step closer to justice, the latest update on the killing of a 15-year-old Madison girl.
Good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Kyrian Lee.
And I'm Chris Stanford. We want to get back to that breaking news in Baraboo, where we have an update.
Yep, where officers have been looking for an armed and dangerous man.
Yeah, that's what we've been telling you all morning long. Well, dispatch just told us that shelter in place was just lifted. Let's go out to the scene. Josh Brighter has been there all morning long. Josh, they're telling us that the shelter in place has been lifted. Any indication there from the scene that law enforcement is still looking for this man?
You know, messaging from police has been a little inconsistent this morning. From our reporting, we've been out here for the last couple of hours. We told you about 30 minutes ago that police opened up 113, but at that point we were told that the suspect was not in custody. This is the man we're talking about right here. If we can pull him up on the screen. Edward Miller. He has ties to the Sauk and Juneau County areas, and police first had contact with him in Sauk Prairie last night around 11 o'clock. Tried to pull him over for what appeared to be intoxicated driving. He'd fled police, and then Sauk County deputies later caught up with him. Once again, speeding on Highway 78 near the Baraboo area, tried to stop him when he crashed and shot at deputies. This is the area we're talking about. We have a map. This is the east side of Baraboo. So if you're familiar with this area, you have Circus World and you have the Sauk County Fairgrounds. This is kind of the area in between here that this man ran off into a wooded area, and police were trying to find him for several hours overnight. Again, police opened up 113 and opened up the area about 30 minutes ago. We still have no idea if they found this man. At that point, we were told that this man was not in custody, but like you mentioned, Chris, they said that shelter in place is no longer underway right now in Baraboo. So we're still working to find some more information. Right now, I can tell you that the road is back open. So if you are going to be traveling through 113 and Baraboo this morning, you will be A-OK there. So you can look for updates right here on News 3 Now this morning, and of course, channel3000.com.
Again, Josh Spider on the scene. Thank you so much for that update.
Yeah, we've been trying to get some clarification here from authorities there in the Baraboo area, but they aren't telling us to wait for a news release at this point. So again, we don't know if that armed and dangerous man is in custody or not. We do know that the shelter-in-place order, again, has been lifted. Since this is a developing situation, you can get updated with the Channel 3000 News app.
Checking in now with meteorologist Savannah Brito, who's standing by with your First One weather. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Thank you. Temperatures not bad outside, but dew points. That's what leads to a humid condition or humid conditions out there, and that's only going to rise from where we're sitting right now by the weekend. That's when the heat's going to build up. So I think better rain chances at least today. We'll talk about where that's going to be, but first, temperatures outside early this morning, similar to yesterday at this time now, with most of Dane County in the mid-60s. We're still sitting at 65 right now in Madison. A couple areas, mainly east and also south of Madison, those areas are closer to the 70-degree mark. Camp Douglas and then also up near Black River Falls, a little bit cooler than what we're sitting at here in Madison. Any showers early this morning, those are developing, you can see, and staying to our southwest, well southwest of southern Wisconsin. I think later in the day we could start to see some showers, spotty at best, develop. I'll talk about where that'll be the case and when our next best chance of seeing storms return to southern Wisconsin. That's all coming up a little later.
Savannah, thank you. Happening now, police in Milwaukee are asking for your help finding a missing, endangered man who could be in our viewing area. Take a look at your screen. This is 29-year-old Griffin Schneider. He was last seen at his workplace yesterday morning at 10. His car was spotted near Wisconsin Dells just after 9 last night. The license plate on that vehicle is AVV 8157. Police are concerned for Schneider's safety. If you have any information about where he could be, or if you think you see him or his car, please call the Milwaukee police at the number on your screen. That's 414-935-7241.
To continuing coverage now of the deadly shooting of 15-year-old Kaisha Miller of Madison. A man is in the Dane County Jail this morning connected to that shooting now, facing multiple charges, including homicide. That shooting happened last October at the Harmony Apartments on the city's east side. This is not the first shooting at the Harmony Apartments. Just over a year ago, someone shot and killed a 20-year-old man there days before his 21st birthday. This morning, our Arman Rahman has a reaction from his mother about the recent arrest.
The first arrest has been made in the shooting that led to the death of 15-year-old Kaisha Miller. 21-year-old Donovan Douglas of Madison was arrested Sunday by the Dane County Sheriff's Office.
I'm glad that the mama is seeing justice. It's not over for her, and I want her to keep on praying that they're going to get everybody involved in the shooting of her daughter.
Alicia Grant says she was one of the people who found Kaisha shot that night.
A girl shot in the parking lot.
Police say more arrests are possible. Surveillance video showed 5 people get out of an SUV and begin shooting nearly 50 rounds. Just months before, in July, Grant's 20-year-old son Devon was also shot and killed at the Harmony. After starting the fight to get youth more to do and off the streets, Grant says the apartment management Royal Capital is not helping.
Ain't nothing getting done over here. Nothing.
Grant says she talked to Kaisha Miller's mother Tuesday.
I know she's not in her right state of mind. Until she get justice for all the person that was involved in her daughter's murder, she ain't gonna feel no better.
Charges against Douglas from the shooting were referred to the Dane County District Attorney's Office Tuesday. Reporting on the east side of Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Douglas is currently charged for bail jumping and possessing an illegally obtained prescription. He is due back in court at 1:30 this afternoon.
Looking ahead to next month's primary, voters in Dane County will have an extra oval to fill in for county executive. The candidates are State Senator Melissa Agard, Dane County Board Member Dana Pellebon, Dane County's Office for Equity and Inclusion Director Wes Sparkman, and Madison Alder Regina Vitiver. Yesterday, candidates spoke to voters during an open forum. Now we're getting locals' thoughts about the county's future under new leadership.
It was really amazing to hear their thoughtful answers and to really understand a little bit about each one of them and how entrenched they are in this community.
They all care about our community deeply.
Whoever voters choose will oversee the Health and Human Services Department. That's the largest expenditure in the Dane County budget, making up 40% of the funds. You can cast your vote for county executive on August 13th.
Meanwhile, voters in Janesville are going to see a couple of referenda questions on their November ballots. The school district's board says that they're putting forth the measure because of inadequate funding from the state, inflation, and increasing mental health and special education needs. That first question is going to ask voters to consider renewing a referendum that's already in place that they approved back in 2020. That's going to be a $14.5 million non-recurring 2-year operational referendum that expires in June of 2027. The board says property taxes would not increase from current levels, again, because it's just continuing a referendum that they approved 4 years ago. The second question is a new capital referendum. It's going to ask voters to approve $150 million to address facility needs. Property taxes are going to go up if this is passed. $81 on average for every $100,000 of assessed fair market property value.
Governor Tony Evers is leading 26 bipartisan governors in a message to Congress, urging them to pass legislation backed by the 4 national associations representing state and tribal child support agencies. It's called the Strengthening State and Tribal Child Support Enforcement Act. Until 2023, federal law permitted 40 states to allow contractors access to tax information that showed whether people were meeting their obligated child support payments. The act would renew states' abilities to do that. The governors say without it, they'll no longer be able to help tribal child support agencies enforce those payments by October 1st.
New information now. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs says it's hit an all-time record for granting benefits to veterans. 3 quarters through the fiscal year, and the VA has awarded $137 billion in benefits to over 1 million veterans. The VA says it's been able to do that because of the PACT Act, which President Biden signed in August of 2022. Veterans, their family, and caregivers can find information on applying for health care and earned benefits at va.gov/PACT.
Take a look at this surveillance video from Milwaukee showing 2 people escaping injury after a serious crash. As you can see here, an SUV turns over into the path of a speeding car, sliding into the people on the sidewalk and rolling over them. It looks like here that the old payphone pedestal may have kept the car from hurting the pair who were left shaken up.
Guy was having a hard time breathing. The girl was crying. She said her shoulder all messed up. So she's got like scratches and stuff on her. And they were all down, sitting on the ground crying. I thought for sure they would have been killed, but I'm really happy that they're, doing good. They're okay,
The driver of the car has a ticket for reckless driving, driving with a suspended license, and driving without insurance.
In some consumer news this morning, for Americans, buying a home right now is the most expensive it has ever been. The median price of a previously owned home rose to nearly $427,000 in June. That marks the second month in a row the price has reached a new record high. June was also the 12th month in a row that prices increased on an annual basis. Existing home sales, which make up most of the market, fell 5.4% last month. It's a sign of weakening demand and the worst housing affordability in a generation. Concerts on the Square returns tonight. We're going to have coverage of performances by violinist Suzanne Bea and Canopy Dance Company.
That's right. Chris, Savannah, and I will be reporting live from the event at 4, 5, and 6. The concert starts at 7 on the King Street corner of Capitol Square. You can begin saving your spot at 3.
All right, Savannah, usually when we go down and do these things, it's sweltering hot. I mean, I am dripping and dabbing my forehead every second I can get to hide all the sweat. What's tonight going to be like?
Yeah, we're not going to be dealing with that, which I'm also excited that it'll be comfortable outside. Little muggy, little hazy, but I think that's all we're going to have to worry about. So we're not going to be sweating. The high today only 77. Well, better than 90 degrees, right?
Yeah, it gets pretty hot out there.
It'll be better for you though this time. I have faith that it is.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know if you'll need to dab your forehead tonight.
One of those little fans or something.
Yeah.
Get you a little.
But I'm so excited for you two to experience concerts for the first time. The music is world class. These are world class musicians who put on these things for free for the community every Wednesday throughout the summer. The food down there, the vendors that show up for these things, it's just all around. If you can get some good weather, it does not get more Madison than Concerts on the Square.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes,
let's do this.
Yeah. We do have an update, though, of the traffic alert near DeForest on 39. Still affecting traffic. You can see that red there. We'll have an update with your first warned traffic and forecast coming up.
Sup? You need some windows?
Hey folks, you call the experts? Right now with Felco, get free installation and no interest for 5 years. Call now.
Call 866 for Felco.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now. With nearly 400 cases closed and over $700,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is taking you beyond the barometer. Email your weather-related questions to firstwarn@wisc-tv.com, and our team of meteorologists will give you the answers on News 3 Now, live at 4. You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
We're back at 6:44 with an update to breaking news we've been following in Sauk County all morning. We are in Baraboo, where police are searching for an armed and dangerous man at this hour, though we can say the shelter in place has been lifted from earlier this morning. This has been numerous hours now. We do have a look at the suspect that police are looking for at this hour. He is 32-year-old Jeffrey Edward Miller. They have been searching for him since 11 o'clock last night. This all started in Sauk Prairie when police tried to stop him for what appeared to be intoxicated driving. He then was tried to be pulled over on Highway 78 by Sauk County deputies. That's when he crashed his vehicle and actually fired at deputies and officers on the scene. We know one deputy was hit by one of those bullets, a minor injury, we're told. But again, 113 has since reopened, as you can see this morning. So police are still searching for him, but that shelter in place from earlier has been lifted. We'll provide more updates for you later today on News 3 Now and channel3000.com. Guys?
Yeah, still a developing situation. We're trying to get some clarity on exactly the status of Miller, the armed and dangerous man that police have been looking for. So Josh Prater, appreciate all the reporting out there. We'll talk to you as soon as we have something else to report. Appreciate it. 6:46 now. A new survey shows that climate change is impacting Americans' health. The American Psychiatric Association's Health Minds poll shows 53% of adults say that climate change is impacting their mental health. That's up from 48% in 2022. The APA says it's not just that people are concerned about the climate. Things like extreme heat can also have serious effects on how people's brains function. And during heat waves, rates of violent crimes and suicides go up. There are also trauma effects of natural disasters. Plus, more than half of Americans are anxious about how their governments are responding to the climate crisis. The people most likely to be affected, younger people, Black people, and Hispanic people. If you're struggling, you're encouraged to talk to a mental health care provider. And if you're experiencing acute distress, you should seek out emergency mental health. If you're in need right now and can't afford care, there is a free 24/7 crisis counseling hotline available. It's through the Department of Health and Human Services Disaster Distress Team. That helpline is 800-985-5990.
Turning now to some climate solutions. The city of Madison is preparing to install 65 air quality monitors to collect data on pollution. They'll primarily measure particulate matter, which is a specific type of pollution like dust and dirt that can cause long and short-term health impacts. The goal is to get better information about air quality to the city and develop strategies from there. The city's hoping to have all monitors up and running by the end of this year.
All right, let's check in with meteorologist Savannah Burrito. Some of that smoke that we've been talking about out west reaching over to this part of the country, hey?
Yeah, at least in the upper levels of the atmosphere, because of the wildfires burning, that gets caught in our jet stream and then allowing that moderate to heavy smoke in those upper levels kind of mixed down. So we are still going to be dealing with hazy skies because of the smoke, at least through today and tomorrow. 65 in Madison, 66 in McFarland. So temperatures about the same as this time yesterday, but dew points are also in the lower to mid 60s. So it's a little muggy outside. We'll see those levels rise a lot over the weekend, specifically Sunday into Monday. All across southern Wisconsin, most of us mid 60s. A couple areas are in the upper 60s, 68 in Janesville. Black River Falls, though, at 55, so a cooler temperature just to our northwest. Any morning rain is going to fall southwest of here. We're not going to see that across Madison, but we are waking up to mostly cloudy skies. Most of the isolated to scattered showers and even a couple of isolated storms stay pretty much south of here near the Illinois-Wisconsin border. That's where the better chances are, south and also west of Madison later. So we're not going to run into any issues for concerts on the square tonight. Partly cloudy skies overnight, and then temperatures are going to rise a little bit more tomorrow and the coming days compared to what we'll see today. Today below average with a high only set at 77. We'll achieve that later this afternoon into the early evening, and then temperatures are going to fall through the evening, 75 at 7. By 9 p.m. though, temperatures are likely going to fall already around the 70-degree mark, or most of us in those upper 60s out there. Temperatures the next couple of days, overnight lows as well, those gradually warm to uncomfortable levels, but I think we'll see that as early as Saturday and Sunday. I think Saturday will be the better day out of this upcoming weekend. Sunday temperatures rise close to 90. I think we have a better chance of making it to the upper 80s all across southern Wisconsin Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Isolated chance for storms returns by Sunday, but again, the better chance Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. Just want to make you guys alert. We do have that one traffic or crash that is affecting right now southbound lanes on I-39, 90 up near the DeForest area, but we'll keep you guys updated with all of that and have more on the weather forecast coming up.
We just got an update from State Patrol. That crash has since cleared. Still some residual backups, though, I'm sure, as they get things moving along there on the interstate. Thanks, Savannah. Hey, some exciting news coming in just about a half an hour ago. Olympics are coming back to America.
But you have to wait just a little while. The Winter Olympic and Paralympic Games will return to Salt Lake City, Utah in 2034. The International Olympic Committee confirming that decision just this morning. The last time the city hosted was in 2002. The committee also says they've approved France's bid to host the Games in 2030.
2034 sounds like way off in the distant future, right? But just think, that's 10 years away.
Yeah, I don't want time to move that fast, but it usually does.
No, Salt Lake City, I mean, it feels like they just had them. Back in 2002. Well, congratulations to the beautiful state of Utah.
That's right. Well, coming up in the morning sprint, police say a man considered armed and dangerous is on the run. We'll have more details on the breaking news out of Baraboo.
And we have a birthday to celebrate this morning. I want to wish a happy 3rd to Ivory. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great one. We're back with the morning sprint right after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Our country has taken a beating the last few years, but I know we can turn it around. It'll take a lot of hard work like these athletes put in. We need to get serious about our spending that has caused prices to skyrocket. We need to fix our healthcare and address the shortage of affordable housing. Also, we must close our border, stop the flow of fentanyl, and put Americans first. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. Let's get America winning gold again.
The heat is on, but you can sleep cool tonight under a stylish ceiling fan from Madison Lighting. It's your last chance to save this summer on a quality ceiling fan and save energy every single day. You need a ceiling fan from Madison Lighting.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Enhance your floors with Great Lakes Vinyl Plank. It's waterproof, easy to install, and features an attach pad for added comfort. Legends Vinyl Plank is $279 per square foot after rebate. Get cleaner clothes and softer skin with Morton Water Softeners. Get this 27,000 grain water softener for $388.88 after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers and a great selection of the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Ford F-Series, gas, hybrid, or all-electric. These are the deals you've been waiting for. So don't wait. Make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now. Make it Flex Buy on a new Ford F-150 and get 0.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 Flex Buy cash only at your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Hi, I'm Peter Gottlieb with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. In the August 13th primary election, voters will pick their preferred Democratic or Republican candidates for the United States Congress and the Wisconsin State Legislature. The winners will be on the ballot in the November 5th general election, which will include votes for president and state and federal offices. Learn more at vote411.org.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Celebrating 25 years, July 25th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Madison.
6:54, time for the morning sprint.
A breaking update, the shelter in place at Water and Manchester Streets in Baraboo is lifted. Dispatch tells us that Baraboo police haven't caught the suspect, Jeffrey Miller, but that people in Baraboo no longer have to avoid that area. Police say Miller shot at police after fleeing a traffic stop. They say he ran into the woods near the area they previously asked people to avoid. If you see him, please call 911.
A man is in jail this morning connected to a deadly shooting of a 15-year-old in Madison. Kaisha Miller, 21-year-old Donovan LeBron Douglas, now facing multiple charges, including first-degree homicide in that case. He's already charged with bail jumping and possessing an illegally obtained prescription. He'll make an appearance in court this afternoon in Dane County.
Police in Milwaukee are asking for your help finding a missing endangered man. 29-year-old Griffin Schneider was last seen at his workplace yesterday morning at 10. His car was spotted near Wisconsin Dells just after 9 last night. The license plate number is AVV 8157. If you have any information about where he could be or if you think you see him or his car, please call the Milwaukee Police.
2 big addresses in D.C. today. President Biden is going to speak to the nation after bowing out of the presidential race. Also today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will address members of Congress. He's vying for some more support as his popularity plummets back in Israel.
Kimberly Cheadle is no longer the director of the Secret Service. Cheadle stepped down from her position after intense criticism at a House committee meeting this week. She testified about the assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump. At that hearing, Cheadle admitted Secret Service was made aware of someone on the roof multiple times before the shooting.
Most showers later this morning and into the afternoon. Stay mainly south and also west of Madison. A high of 77 today, so it will be a little cooler than normal before temperatures are going to rise again. A better chance of showers and storms return Sunday into early to midweek next week. That's when temperatures are going to warm. We're up to 85 on Saturday. The first half of this upcoming weekend looks better. An isolated chance of showers and storms will return Sunday with the heat and humidity building. Could be near 90 Sunday.
Okay, 90s, still not too bad. It could be worse.
It's hot.
The next couple of days are going to be beautiful. Chris is like, it's hot.
Too hot. Too hot. All right. Thanks, Savannah. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll have another news and weather update in 30 minutes.